Damn, that's some warnings. Players can die. If you encounter a murderer, please call the police first. It's unrealistic to develop a romantic relationship with a murderer. This is a romance game. Welcome! I am trying to find games that I can play with not using my shift key because I have a broken finger. So I've been scouring for weird games like dating sims and stuff just for the hell of it, and I found Bloody Painter, which is a creepypasta, and when I was a preteen, I was in the creepypasta. So I thought this would be fun. So we're gonna play this game. It does say that there's like graphic things to it. Oh god. What is all this? Anyways, it does say it can get graphic, so if this makes you uncomfortable, go away. I'm not gonna... It's not gonna hurt my feelings, so let's get into it. Oh. Ugh. With this severe headache, you wake up in an unfamiliar place. As you touch the bruise on the back of your head, it seems you were hit by something heavy before you lost consciousness. Oh? Okay. A heavy iron chain tied around your feet. Someone has trapped you here. You try to remember what happened before you lost consciousness, but you can't recall anything. Okay. Let's investigate the surroundings first. There's a cell phone. No signal. I might be in a remote place or underground. Where to investigate next? Mattress. There's a mattress on the floor. The mattress feels really hard to lie on. Where to investigate next? Let's look at the meal. Spaghetti. Near the door, there's a serving of spaghetti with tomato sauce and a bottle of water. Also, a round plastic fork that's completely harmless was thoughtfully attached. It's still warm. It feels like it was sitting here not long ago. The room is surrounded by 4 walls without any windows. It's weirdly cleaned up, and no ashes or sand can be seen. Looks like a prison built by a germaphobe. Okay. You peek through the keyhole, but see nothing outside. I wonder where I am. Okay. I mean, that's it. What's the next move? Yell for help? Nobody answers. Oh. You can't hear any sound other than your own breathing. The soundproofing in this room seems particularly good. When knocking over the meal piss off people, you make the room messy and dirty with food. Nobody answers. So let's go to sleep. You lay on the bed. You try to sleep under this condition. Maybe it's the fatigue caused by nervousness, but you still fall asleep. Oh? You open your eyes after hearing some noises. Hello! It's Bloody Painter. A tall man wearing a mask is squatting on the ground and looking at you with his head tilted. Oh. That should not be attractive. He looks extremely displeased. You notice the mop and the bucket he brought with him. Who are you? Why did you abduct me? He starts to clean up, ignoring your questions. After a while, the dirty room becomes clean, and he doesn't forget to spray alcohol everywhere to disinfect when he's done. Oh. That's it? The first date passed. Okay. You feel very hungry. There has been no food or water sitting here since yesterday. Sometimes when you're so hungry that your stomach hurts, you can only use your arms to press your stomach hard to relieve the pain. Okay. The 3rd day passed. There's a chill in your limbs and you can't muster any strength in your hands and feet. You need to replenish calories to maintain bodily functions, or else you'll faint. Damn! Day 7. Okay. A week passed. You're lying on the bed in a daze with only one breath left. In a trance, you hear the sounds of the heavy gates being opened one by one. And then it's the footsteps getting closer to you. You feel that your body is in the air. It seems like someone has picked you up. You think it'd be great if it's the police coming to rescue. The possibility makes you fall asleep in peace. But you never wake up again. Bad end. 6 out of 1. Messy is unacceptable. Okay. Let's try again. So let's not go over there and just go straight to sleep. Let's just go straight to sleep this time and see what happens. You lay on the bed. You try to sleep under this condition. Maybe it's the fatigue caused by nervousness, but you still fall asleep. You open your eyes after hearing some noise. It's him again. A tall man wearing a mask is squatting on the ground and looking at you with his head tilted. He remains silent, as if he is sizing up his prey. Okay, see, now this is different. He points to the plate on the floor, like indicating that you should finish your meal quickly. Thinking that the strange man might have poisoned the meal, you shake your head in fear. Seeing you have no intention of eating, he looks quite distressed.
You can't die.
Oh. Why is his voice kind of... Bruh.
Not now.
He slowly speaks with a deep and
The
steady
freezer
voice.
is full.
Oh. What does that mean?
The freezer is full, and there's no space for more.
So are you planning on eating
7
me?
days. There won't be space until 7 days later.
Oh.
If you die now, you'll rot.
What do you mean? So I only have 7 days left to live? He nods and walks out of the door. Wait, you can't just leave me here. You're like this. Please. Your cries can't stop the door from closing. Let's investigate the surroundings. A bread and a bottle of water. You peek outside the keyhole. You see the shadow of a man walking around. Seems to be busy with something. What is he doing? So I can't eat. So I just go to sleep. Okay. So we just go to sleep. Please try to improve your survival rate within 7 days. Let's investigate and look around. The meal. Empty plate. Okay, and the door. You check the keyhole. Oh! You seem to see something. You see that there's a vague figure at the end of the door. Quietly. You sense something wrong and realize what that is. What that is after narrowing your eyes. Oh! That is an artwork made of the human body, not a human body. Fuck! Ah! Fucking hell. You hear the door open. You slowly push the door and there is no trace of the strange man. First you go into a room with a large freezer, sink, and operating table. Then you open another heavy door. You find yourself in a room full of glass display jars. The jars are all filled with specimens made from human body parts. It's like you're in an art museum. Could it be that he wanted to freeze me as material for specimen artwork? You're thinking. You see in this scene. Admire, why not? You look around and admire his artwork. You look at them for 15 minutes straight. God. You hear a voice coming from the corner. It turns out the man has been watching you from a blind spot behind the glass cabinet. I like them. They're so beautiful. So, we're supposed to romance him, right? Okay. The man goes silent with his head tilted for a couple of seconds after hearing your comment. He seems to be thinking about something.
Don't you consider it cruel or bloodthirsty to them?
I mean, no. I feel nothing at all.
You're such a weirdo.
I'm the weirdo. You think, aren't you talking about yourself? After you have a tour in his display room, he locks you back in the small room you were in. You go to sleep at the end the day. Your survival rate increases. Okay. Until noon, you don't see breakfast or lunch being delivered. You're already starving. You're waiting for him to bring dinner, but what you get is not dinner. Instead, you hear the door was open. A light shines through the crack of the half-open door, looking like an intriguing invitation. You open the door and walk into that light. You first arrive at the room with the operating table outside of the door. But this time the operating table is not empty. There's a defrosted human corpse on it. The man pops out of somewhere. He unties the iron chains from your feet and hands you the surgical knife in his hand to you.
Where do you think the first cut should be?
Oh! So we're helping dismember a body. His voice tone sounds cold, like the kind of teacher who gives students hard questions on purpose. So we're gonna try and get him to like us in this time, so stab the corpse. Maybe beautiful works always come with some sacrifices. Without hesitation, you stab the abdomen, oh my god, I can't talk, of the corpse with a knife. But due to lack of professionalism, the lines you cut are crooked and ugly. And this is when he gets close behind your back and holds your hand. You're both holding the surgical knife like you two are cutting a cake together. With his hand, the lines you cut become smooth and clean. What the hell? You can smell an ocean perfume on him due to how close you are. It seems to be sprayed to cover up the smell of formalin. You can feel his warmth with your back, but his fingers are a little cold. He's focusing on cutting the corpse, and your hand keeps moving under his lead. He could have killed you or ignored you, but he didn't. You start to speculate on the purpose of his behaviors. Could it be that he wants someone who can ignore the cruelty and process and understand him? You think. After the happy creative time ends, you're locked in the room you're in. You go to sleep in the day. We're making him feel for us. Until noon, you don't see breakfast or lunch being delivered. You're already starving. Oh, notice that something is shining in the corner. A key. It seems like the man accidentally dropped it last night. You open the door with the key. You go past the operating table where you two spent creative time together last night. The display room. Then you discover that there are unnatural, uneven marks from one wall to the corner. You find a trap door. After pushing the trap door, you see a normal basement storage room. At the corner of the storage room, you see a stair that goes up. It turns out that this is really an underground secret room. Hidden layer by layer with trapdoor. No wonder the sound insulation is so good. You walk up the stairs and see a heavy wooden board. You push it hard. What catches your eye is the interior of a cozy cabin. Then you realize the heavy wooden board you just pushed is the back of a bookcase. You look around and find that there are insect specimens everywhere in the cabin, and there is also a reindeer head specimen hanging on the wall. Then you walk into the living room. And this is why preteen me was into this shit, because they're cute. They're cute. You see a young man with a handsome face and pale skin lying on the sofa. The ocean-scented perfume and the faint smell of formalin emanates from his body. It's him. He is the masked man who kidnapped you, but he's not wearing a mask at this time. His sleeping face has a ferocious expression. His neck is sweating and he seems to be trembling. It looks like he's sick. At this time, you decide to... These are going to give me two different endings. Let's try and get him to want us. So we're going to stay and take care of him. You can't bear to leave him alone, so you reach out and touch his forehead. Whoa, so hot. You're trying to find something that can cool him down. Let's investigate. The living room is spotlessly clean. Where to investigate next? Okay. You find some of his profile files in the bookcase. Name, Helen Otis. Gender, male. Birthday, October 1st, 1980. Shelf? There's a jar of cocoa powder and a cup in it. Let's make him a cup of cocoa. What's this? There's a box with a combined lock on the shelf. Oh. $1980? Incorrect. Okay. So that's not right. Let's do photo frame. There's a photo frame on the shelf. So photo of him standing at the entrance of the Judicial Mental Hospital with a man in a doctor's robe. Specimens. It feels like he did them all. The workmanship of these specimens is exquisite. You don't think it's good for a patient to sleep on the sofa, but you can't move him with your strength. His expression is ferocious. He seems to be in pain. He's still having a fever. Kitchen. The kitchen is spotlessly clean. Fridge. There's some ice cubes in it. These can cool down his body temperature. You find some clean towels in the kitchen cabinet. I can soak a towel in ice water and place it on the patient's forehead to cool him down. Okay. I mean, I done went through everything, so you return to the living room, wring out the excess water from a towel soaked in ice water and place it on his forehead. His ferocious expression gradually softened. You once again notice his fair skin and long eyelashes and his slightly curly black hair. If you don't say he is a murderer, his sleeping face looks very harmless now. After a while... Oh, hi. He wakes up to the scent of your brewing cocoa and sits upon the couch. He looks a little shocked. He looks around quickly and seems to understand what's going on.
Why are you doing this?
I want to ask myself that too.
You saw me faint and didn't choose to run away.
Well, I never said I was smart, so.
You're such a weirdo.
I'm a weirdo. You kill people. Look at the fucking art that's on your fucking wall. Is there anyone weirder than you in this house? Yeah. You can't help but bitch about him. We seem to see the corners of his mouth rising slightly for a few seconds, and the atmosphere between you relaxes. He doesn't drink the cocoa you brewed for him. It seems that he is still a little wary of you. Can you tell me who you are?
Bloody Painter. That's the name they gave me for my modus operandi. If you find it difficult to pronounce, you can call me BP.
Did you just call me... If I find Bloody Painter difficult to pronounce? Okay. Even though what he told you was just a nickname, at least you know how to call him now. After the brief conversation on the sofa, he does not lock you back in the underground secret room. Perhaps staying to take care of him when he felt ill was enough to prove that you won't run away. You get up from the sofa and continue to look at the specimen decorations in the living room. He sits on the sofa, crosses his legs, picks up a book and starts reading.
By the way, you better not try to escape.
Oh?
There are traps all around the cabin, and only I know how to get in and out safely.
You sit on the sofa. Soon a wave of sleepiness comes over you. Today you fall asleep on the sofa in the living room, not in the cold underground secret room. Your survival rate increases. Day 5. Okay. You see him busy cleaning in and out of the house early in the morning. I'll come help too. After finishing speaking, you pick up the rag and bucket and join the cleaning. But you can't really see where this almost spotless house needs to be clean. You'll just take it a clean wet rag and wipe it on the clean cabinet. Do you usually love cleaning this much?
It would soon be covered with a layer of dust.
It must be cleaned like this 1 or 2 times a week, otherwise it would soon be covered in layer of dust. It skipped some of the dialogue. Although he doesn't talk much, his tone and voice give you a general feeling and don't make you feel nervous. You climb up the short ladder and wipe the high cabinets with a rag. Suddenly, a cockroach crawls out from the crack of the cabinet. You are so frightened that you lose your balance and fall backwards. You close your eyes. But what you get is not the pain of falling to the ground, but a warm feeling. He's cute! You open your eyes and find that he's holding you like you're a princess. He catches you with the same odd, cold expression on his face.
Are you alright?
Perhaps to resolve the awkwardness, he asks. I'm alright. It was just a cockroach. Hearing the word cockroach, he puts you down. He takes 2 steps back from the cabinet you just wiped, and then says calmly,
"Don't come near here yet.
Why?
It's dangerous."
You can't help but chuckle at the thought of a murderer being afraid of cockroaches. Fine, whatever you say. The interaction just now makes you feel a little warmth from this cold murderer. At least you see more of his reactions and expressions. This is the rare relaxation you have felt in these days. He could have let you fall off the ladder, but he rushed over to catch you. Somehow you feel that after these few days of getting along, maybe now you both have different ideas about each other that you originally had. It was only a clear relationship between a murderer who wanted to hunt and a prey who was trying to escape, but now it has an extra layer of friendship, causing the interaction between you to have an indescribable sense of distance. Just when you pick up an old newspaper and prepare to wipe the windows, you find a police car parked on the road in the distance. 2 police officers get out of the car and keep looking towards the cabinet. At some point, BP is already behind you looking out the window with you.
Wait for a second.
Oh? And then he walks out of the door to talk to the police officers.
Is there anything I can help you with?
Are you Mr. Otis?
Yes, I am.
Have you ever seen these people around here? The police officer takes out some photos from his pocket.
Have these people committed a crime and are running away?
No, these people are the missing people around this area.
I haven't seen them before, but wolves and bears often appear around here.
Can we check out your cabinet?
Yes, come in.
BP behaves very kindly and polite. After speaking, he leads the way for the police officers.
Please, follow my footsteps. I placed some traps near the cabin to protect against wild wolves and bears. You don't want to step on them.
The police officers enter the house and see you. Hello, this is...
An old friend who came to visit me recently.
You greet the police officers with a smile and a nod. At the same time, a police officer quickly looks through the missing persons photos in his hand. Then he puts the photo back into his pocket. It seems that your disappearance has not been discovered by anyone yet. You stand next to the bookcase, blocking the entrance to the secret room. After searching around, the police find nothing unusual and leave. His trust in you increases. It didn't give me an option to, like, talk to the police officers. I would think that would be an option. Today you still sleep on the couch in the living room instead of in the cold basement. Half asleep, you hear the sound of someone approaching. When you notice it, the person seems to be very close to you. You pretend to be asleep, but the person just looks at your sleeping face quietly. The man stretches out his hand and takes it back just as he is about to touch your hair. He turns around and leaves. He takes 6. Okay. You see him busy in the kitchen for a while. Then breakfast is served in front of you. There's a piece of toast with just the right crispiness on a large round plate, a poached egg on top of the toast, and some lettuce salad. The plating looks delicious. The drink is a cup of freshly brewed hot cocoa. The cutlery he gives you is still a round plastic fork with no offensive features. You sit at the dining table and start eating while he sits on the chair opposite you and flips through a book. It's still snowing outside, and listening to the squeaking sound of the fireplace, the atmosphere in the cabinet is particularly comfortable. As long as you ignore the fact that you're in the same room with the murderer who kidnapped you, everything is really relaxing. You look at him, who is full of mysteries, and some questions arise in your mind, and you decide to ask carefully, since we're trying to get like brownie points with him this time. Can I ask you a question?
What is it?
I don't know if these are all going to give me different stats. Let's do... You pick up the book next to you and start flipping through. It's a book about the possibility of having a completely opposite version of yourself in a parallel world. If there's a complete opposite version of you, what do you think it would be like?
Oh, that book. Let me think. Probably a guy wearing a burgundy coat and always having a smile on his face.
Why is it a burgundy coat?
Because I like blue. If he is the opposite of me, he should like red. right? Usually, I would read some anatomy and taxidermy books, but today is different.
Okay. What are you reading today?
The Truman Show.
The Truman Show! What is the book
The
like?
whole world that the protagonist lives in, including himself, is all just someone's creation. Everything that happens is watched by the audience, and there's no privacy at all.
Okay.
But he is completely unaware that he is in such a large theater. Very ridiculous, right? I can't imagine this to happen in reality, or to me. If our world was like the Truman Show, how would the audience view the current situation?
Unforgivable?
I understand. After all, normal people cannot forgive me for such behavior. But I don't care what they think. I just want to complete my work. I have always been a selfish man.
At least you're honest. I saw many potted plants on the shelves in the living room, but why were they all withered?
I have tried my best. I don't know why they always die.
Okay, so me asking him this could either make or break, so we're gonna save again. Just in case. You ask bravely. He looks up at you for a
I was
moment.
going to make you into some kind of doll at first.
Okay.
Your eyes are beautiful, but if they are left alone, they will become rotten and sunken.
Okay.
So I would like to dig your eyes out and put them in a glass jar and soak them in formalin to preserve them.
Okay.
Glass beads will be placed in the empty eye sockets to replace the eyes. You look very pleasing to the eye, so I would also like to keep the head intact.
We're gonna say thanks for the
You're
compliment.
welcome.
Why did he say at first? Has his mind changed? You're curious, but you don't have the guts to ask any further. Okay. It's noon time. To thank you for making breakfast for me, they let me make lunch in return. He frowns at you with an expression like, are you out of your mind? Don't worry, you said there were traps outside the house. Only you know how to get in and out normally. Even if I ever assist you with a knife, I can't escape.
Okay, but I'll keep an eye on you.
Okay.
Don't try anything stupid.
Promise. Great. As for what to cook and the ingredients, well, a bad idea flashes through your head and curiosity makes you ask, do you eat human flesh?
No. Why would I do that?
Okay. He's not a cannibal.
I just use human bodies as materials for making art, and I never think about eating them.
You said you placed them in the freezer, so how am I supposed to know, my dude? I thought you murderers all had some degree of cannibalism.
Let's put it this way. Do you eat paint and painting tools? Just because I kill people to use as materials to make works doesn't mean I will eat them.
Fair. Okay.
Also, I'm different from those who have fun committing a crime and kill purely for the sake of killing.
Fair.
Don't confuse me with that kind of unprincipled guy.
Okay.
I wouldn't do anything unless necessary. You are here only because you witnessed the crime scene.
Oh, so you didn't sot me out? Wait, I witnessed something. I see. After hearing this, you decide to... We're saving a lot, but that's... Because I feel like if I cook a human meat dish, it's just going to make him angry and insulted. So we're going to cook a common dish, since we're trying to get brownie points this run. You look at the ingredients in the refrigerator. There are eggs, tomatoes, white rice, and some curry powder on the shelf. Okay, I've decided. You turn on the stove and start to cook. BP watches the entire production process. Rather than worrying about you escaping, he's more worried about you blowing up the kitchen. Soon after, a normal curry omelet rice was served. He stares at the omelet rice without saying a word. Don't worry, there's no poison. Were you watching the whole process? He starts to move after you finish speaking. He takes a spoonful of omelet rice and puts it in his mouth. What do you think?
Surprisingly quite delicious.
Okay, I'll take that. He's just staring at us. What's wrong?
Nothing. It's just that no one has cooked for me for a long time.
I wonder why. I can make you more if you like. You had a fairly pleasant afternoon. Okay. Late at night. Oh, this is the first late at night. Oh. You're woken up from your sleep by the man. Oh, you are very close to me. His face is close to you and his blue eyes are staring at you. What's wrong? You sit up on the couch and rub your eyes.
Got to go.
Got to go?
I've noticed something unusual about the number of police cars patrolling nearby recently.
Oh.
They must have some relevant evidence and are doubting it. It is very likely there is an ambush outside. It's snowing heavily outside now, and I think it's time to leave now.
So are you gonna let me go, or am I going with
Come
you?
with me or not. It's your choice.
Oh. Oh shit, it's having me save. Let's go with him this time. What do you want me to do? I'm fine with both choices, but I need you to look me in the eyes and tell me, what do you prefer me to do? You stare at his eyes.
I prefer.
He hesitates to speak and looks away, looking like he's thinking about something. Your behavior makes him a little panicked, but he doesn't seem to be good at this kind of situation. You notice that his ears are flushed, and this unexpected reaction makes you want to tease him a little bit. What do you prefer me to do?
I prefer.
After a moment of silence, he slowly speaks.
That you come with me.
He tries hard to look you in the eyes and speaks his thoughts.
We'll set off early tomorrow morning.
Day 7.
Follow my footsteps.
Oh, you're wearing your mask and everything? Yeah, that's smart. You follow the shoe prints he leaves in the snow and finally succeed in avoiding the many traps around the cabin. Just as you are walking through the forest, you hear movement behind you. Freeze! In the snowstorm, several policemen who were lying in ambush chase after you. You ignore them and keep running. Bang! A gunshot shoots across the sky, and you feel a pain in your left calf. You are shot. He turns to look at you, as if he's considered whether to leave you. Run! You yell at him, but he approaches you. And he holds you in his arms. You feel a warmth on your forehead. He kisses your forehead. You feel the time freezes at this moment. The kiss is almost like a goodbye. Then he leaves you and runs forward, disappearing into the heavy snow. You are later taken back to the police for questioning. You say throughout the process that you were a victim. On that note, you're not lying. You don't reveal any unnecessary details. Since there is no relevant evidence to prove that you are an accomplice, the police can only release you after a long period of interrogation. After that, 2 years passed. Now you live in a cheap little apartment. You live an ordinary life as if what happened 2 years ago never happened. Today is Halloween, and every household nearby has put some thought into making decorations, but for you it's just another day at work. When you return to your apartment after getting off work in the evening, the strange thing is that as soon as you open the door, you feel a gust of wind. You remember that you closed the window before going out, just when you are about to close the window. You find a gift left by someone on the table next to the windowsill, a red rose. You don't know why, but you have a feeling that BP has been here. Every Halloween after that, you receive a rose at your residence. It's like a once-a-year greeting. Although he says nothing, the rose seems to tell everything. Although you have certain similarities, you are two people from different worlds after all. Perhaps living your own life this way is the best outcome for both of you. Good ending, 4 out of 2. 4-2, different worlds. So this is when we find him when he's sick. So let's take the opportunity to escape this time. If you don't run away now, then what? You open the door and find a forest with heavy snow outside. You remember why you came here. You were traveling alone. In the evening, your car hit a deer in the forest road and then stalled. With no cell phone signal in the deep mountains, you walked on the road for 30 minutes until it got dark. Then you saw the lights of a cabin in the forest and decided to ask the occupants for help. That's when you witnessed that scene. You witnessed a man wearing a mask dragging a corpse into the cabin, and unfortunately you were discovered by the man. You ran wildly on the mountain road, but the man was more familiar with the terrain than you were, and he quickly got in front of you and knocked you out. Then when you opened your eyes, you were in the underground secret room. But this time the man fell ill on the couch and there was no one to stop you. You cross the gate with confidence, but after you only take a few steps, a sharp pain hits your calf, and you look down at the blood-red stain in the snow. Just now you realize that there are a lot of bear traps placed around the cabin, and it was difficult for you to identify them because they were covered by the snow. The unstoppable pain makes you fall towards the snow in front of you. As more bear traps are triggered, you are no longer you. You are an unrecognizable piece of flesh. The snow is dyed even brighter red, and you can only wait for the wolves to eat up your remains. Bad ending. 6 out of 6. Beware the traps. Load here? Ask loudly. So when we were going to ask him the question of what he was going to do with us, so ask loudly this time. I have a question. You say it with a super loud voice.
I'm not Van Gogh. I have ears to hear.
That's funny.
What is it?
So it's just the same stuff. It's the same stuff. Okay.
Oh, don't try anything stupid. No, I just use human bodies. You are here only because you witnessed the crime scene.
So now we're at the point where we cooked for him. So he does not eat human meat. He is not a cannibal. So we were trying to get brownie points with him last time we made a common dish. So this time let's make a human meat dish and see what he does. Can I try keep cooking him in flesh?
Are you serious? Why do you do that?
I'm quite curious about the taste of human flesh. Haven't you ever been curious about it?
No, never thought of it.
Oh, this also helps you get rid of unnecessary material, doesn't it?
I do have some useless cuts of meat in the basement freezer.
Oh, he's going with it. Okay.
By the way,
great.
I won't eat it.
He says, but still takes you to the basement, open the freezer, and takes out the piece of human thigh meat. You turn on the oven and start to cook. BP watches the entire production process. Rather than worrying about you escaping, he's more worried about you blowing up the kitchen. Oh! A roasted human thigh steak appears on the table. He stares at the human steak on the table and has no intention of eating.
You
What's
go
wrong?
ahead and eat. I have no appetite.
Fine. You cut the human steak into a size that fits your mouth. Put a piece into your mouth. The human flesh tastes firm, very chewy, and has a distinct beefy flavor. It tastes a bit like venison. Although it's delicious, it's difficult to chew, so you chew it for a very long time. BP frowns and sits aside, watching you eat with gusto. It's really delicious. Wouldn't you like some? He continues to watch you eating with gusto. At this point, your fork accidentally falls to the ground. You bend down to pick up the fork that had fallen to the bottom of the table, then raise your head to continue eating. You look at your plate and notice that there seems to be a piece of meat missing.
Not bad.
You tried it! Okay. Did you say something?
Nothing.
He licks his fingertips and says, You had a fairly pleasant afternoon. Okay.
Hey, hey,
Alright.
got to go. I've noticed something. They can come with me or not. It's your choice.
This time we're going to stay.
Oh, I understand.
Oh, shit. Hang on, let's load back. I accidentally had a skip on. We're going to stay. I want to stay and live a normal life. You think that this crazy journey should not go on anymore?
Okay, I understand.
Suddenly, his face slowly moves closer to you. Just when he's about to touch you. Oh, he takes a piece of cloth and covers your mouth and nose hard. After struggling hard for 2 to 3 minutes, your consciousness gradually becomes blurred. When you open your eyes, you're back in the basement again. You are tied to a chair. You can't move your body. You try to break free, but you fail. The rope is tied very firmly. You hear someone's footsteps getting closer to the door. The door opens. He walks in slowly, holding something behind his back. He moves closer and closer to you until he's at your ear. You can hear his breathing and your own heartbeats. You close your eyes out of fear. You can feel that he's scratching your skin softly with the back of a knife, and the cold metal stimulates your nerves. His palm is holding the back of your neck through his glove, as if he is studying your face and thinking about where to cut it. Fear boils inside you, tears filling your eyes unconsciously. Suddenly, he fiercely holds up the back of your neck, forcing you to look him in the eyes. He slowly speaks with a soft tone in your ear.
If you stay here, you might reveal my information to the police.
Oh, so you don't trust me? Okay.
The risk of keeping you alive is too high. But even if I say I want you to come with me, a normal person like you will leave me one day, eventually. I quite like you. And if it's you, I would like to turn you into a work and put you somewhere I can see you every day.
So he's becoming yandere.
It's you who made me realize that I might be more selfish than I thought. Don't worry. I'll saw your head off as material for artwork and visit you every day. Thank you for spending these few days with me. I felt quite at ease.
Okay.
We'll have more time to spend together in the future.
God! The red flower flows from the neck. Oh, there's more? Now you can neither feel or think. Everything becomes dark. Your body and your skull are separated. He finds a new place after he takes your head and leaves the cabin. He carefully makes your head into a specimen, and your eyes are replaced with glass beads. You are made into a beautiful but also creepy doll, and he visits you often. You become his favorite work. You are with him forever in the form of art. That's a good ending? That's a good ending? What the fuck? Alright, so if I do this again, so if I choose to go with him
I prefer.
and do all of this, let's do nothing. Let's not hold his
If I take you
hand.
with me, you might become a burden in the process. But
Okay.
if I don't take you, it will be even worse if you reveal my information to the police.
So it's different between whether you take his hand or not. Okay. He calmly analyzes the
So you
situation.
might as well come with me.
Am I gonna get shot?
Follow my footsteps.
Your movement behind you. Freeze. Left calf. You feel a pain in your back. He's stabbing me. The hand he is holding around you from behind has a sharp blade. He pierces your body with that sharp blade over and over again until you lose consciousness. Everything becomes dark. Until just now you realize that you chose to follow because he and I are the same. Oh. You wake up from a nightmare and you are laying on a comfortable bed. You look around and find yourself in a cozy looking room with specimens hanging on the walls. Oh shit!
Are you alright?
The man asks as he opens the door. I'm alright. 2 years after that. That night, 2 years ago, even after you were shot in the leg, the two of you continued to run forward in the snow. Fortunately, the wind and snow were strong enough to cover up your whereabouts so you were not caught up. After that, you came to another remote mountainous area and rented another cabin to settle here.
I heard someone talk very frequently in her sleep.
I was just having a nightmare. Oh? He sits on the edge of the bed and strokes your cheek, his forehead touching yours gently.
Don't worry. There's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing more dangerous than me here.
Fair. He is right. If you are just an ordinary person, you should be worried about the murderer living under the same roof as you now rather than a nightmare. But you are not an ordinary person. You are as cold-blooded and emotionless as he. You two are equally evil, but this makes you both find a sense of belonging in the other. Living with others made him feel uncomfortable at first, but living with a crazy person like him doesn't make him feel uncomfortable, because you can always quickly know what the other person is thinking, and you also know clearly where the other person's boundary is. You live under the same roof, but you don't interfere with each other. He continues to commit crimes, and you sometimes participate on a whim. You have each other by the short hairs, and you know that if you expose each other's crimes to the public, then you will be finished too, so you are more or less covered for each other. You have a strange symbolic relationship where you sometimes dislike each other and sometimes deceive each other, but you also have absolute trust in each other. Two madmen keeping each other company. Okay.
I prefer.
So if I do nothing,
but if I don't,
and
so
he
you might
just
as well
takes
come
me
with
anyways.
Follow my footsteps.
Okay. He's gonna stab me. Everything becomes dark. Until just now I realized that you chose to follow because I want to follow him.
Are you alright?
Did I choose the same
If you're
one?
fine, get up quickly. I will need your help
Okay, here we
in
go.
today's creation.
Yes, teacher. It's her teacher now?
Bring me the bone saw.
Okay.
Iron in the blood will trigger a luminal reaction. Any area with bloodstains outside should be wiped with hydrogen peroxide at least 3 times. Wiping blood-stained areas with hydrogen peroxide reduces the luminescence. But when it's dark, it still glows obviously to the naked eye. So, try not to leave bloodstains anywhere other than the basement.
Okay.
Good girl.
Got it.
You're learning fast.
He just called me good girl. Bro, that voice though that they got for him. He teaches you carefully every step and every detail. You assist him in cleaning up crime scenes and assisting him in completing his creations. During the day, you pretend to be good citizens under false identities. And at night, in a place where people can't see you, you create creations that are outraged by both humans and gods. The paranoia of art, the clean and neat killing methods, the cautious and intelligent thoughts, the neat and invisible crime scenes. You are obsessed with everything about him, and he is the person you long to follow. You long to become the second him under his leadership. He is a good mentor. Rather than pampering his disciple, prefers to use guidance to let you learn freely. You had become a pawn that he is proud of. For him, you would do anything. Until an accident occurred while committing a crime. His legs were permanently injured and he could only walk with crutches since then. Oh. He was already in his 40s at this time, but you feel that the traces of time make his elegance even more charming. God damn. Just when you think that the bloody painter's evil deeds have come to an end.
Take it. I have nothing left to teach you.
Teacher, what do you mean by that?
You seem to like this mask very much. I don't think I'll use it anymore, so I'll give it to you. What to do next is up to you.
He gives his mask to you. You look at the mask in your hand and seem to understand the meaning of the teacher's words. You think to yourself that maybe your encounter with him years ago was just for this moment. I won't disappoint you. The legend continues. Good ending. Master and disciple. I wish it gave me, like, a thing so I could see. Let's yell. After yelling for help, you finally realize what it is. Artwork made of the human body, not a human body, and then him. You hear the door open. You slowly push the door open. There's no trace of the strange man. First, you go into a room with a large freezer, sink, and operating table. Then you open another heavy door. Find yourself in a room full of glass display jars. The jars are all filled with specimens made from human body parts. It's like you're in an art museum. Could it be that he wanted to freeze me as material for specimen artwork? You're thinking. You're seeing the scene. Alright, so let's save exactly where we're at. Let's do it down here. So we can either run away or yell fuck. Let's yell fuck this time. What the hell are these six stuff so disgusting? You say all the curse words you could think of in your life. You raise your fist and smash it against the glass cabinet, but stop just before your fist hits it. Oh. Your wrist is grabbed by someone. Before you realize it, the man is already standing behind you.
The last thing I welcome is an uneducated person like you.
Oh. You feel a twinge in your abdomen. And then the red warm liquid flows out. He kills you and he cleans up the scene carefully. After dissolving you with strong acid, he buries you in the garden. Okay. You're not even good enough to be material. Damn! Let's run away. You look for a door to escape everywhere, but just can't find any. With an idea, you lie on the wall and start tapping, trying to find if there's a hidden secret passage. Just when you're tapping, someone covers your face with a small towel from behind. You pass out after struggling for 2 to 3 minutes. You're back in the small room when you wake up, and the door is locked. There is no such chance ever again after that. You can only eat the meal he sends every day and wait for the 7th day to come. Lamb to the slaughter. Let's admire the artworks.
Interesting.
You hear a voice coming from the corner. It turns out the man has been watching you from a blind spot behind the glass cabinet. I like them. They're so beautiful. The man goes silent with his head tilted for a couple of seconds after hearing your comment. He seems to be thinking about something.
Don't you consider it cruel or bloodthirsty to them?
No, I feel nothing at all.
You're such a weirdo.
You think, aren't you talking about yourself? After you have a tour in his display room, he locks you back in the small room you were in. You go to sleep to end the day. We gotta get to where he wants us to help him. Walk into that light. You first arrive at the room with the operating table outside of the door, but this time the operating table is not empty. There's a defrosted human body corpse on it. The man pops out of somewhere. He unties the iron chains from your feet and hands the surgical knife in his hand to you.
First, where do you think the first cut should be?
His voice tone sounds cold, like the kind of teacher who gives students hard questions on purpose. Okay, so there's 2 options here. So let's save. Well, there's 3 options, but we already did the other option, so let's save. Right here. Let's do can't do it this time. You can't hurt innocent people, even if it's a corpse. But if you don't cut it, the man will know you're just pretending to admire his artworks to survive. After struggling with your thoughts, you drop the knife in your hand in fear.
You are indeed pretending.
He locks you back in the small room you were in. There was no such chance ever again. After that, you could only eat the meals he sends every day and wait for the 7th day to come. Too soft-hearted. Attack him with the surgical knife. Let's do that one. You turn around quickly and try to stab him with the surgical knife. Oh. But he seems to already know you would do that and hold you down quickly.
You are indeed pretending.
Locks you back in the small room. Okay. Same ending. Smartass. Smartass. I think that's all of them, right? Well, no, there's still the box. How am I supposed to get for the box? I want to try and find the box. So, I'm about to cheat because I haven't seen any numbers anywhere, so. Okay. Locked box. There's a box with a combination lock on the shelf. So looking at this, his birthday is October the 1st, so the box is open. There's a note in the box that says, I wonder what it means. The living room is spotlessly clean. Where to investigate next? So we've had all the endings already. Yes. Okay. So let me mute the game real quick. Let me mute the game real quick and let's see what this is. The hell? Oh. Okay. It's just like a creepy video of him like draining a body. I have no clue what it was saying. I want to make sure I have all the art. I do! Okay, so we completed the game. That's awesome. So, we got different art. So we got this one. This one of the body. Which, this looks pretty cool though. This one of him looking in the fucking keyhole. Got you. Him. Yeah, okay. Happy creative time. Wow. Got sick A. Got sick B with a little towel on his head. Living room. Day 5. Just day 5 with him leaning over us. A kiss. Good ending 1 for 1. That's crazy. how that's a good ending, but okay, because I'm dead. Good ending for 2, which is with the rose. Good end for 3, which is when the apprentice thing became, and then good ending for 4. Oh, I'm guessing we're not like a couple, but we're kind of a couple. And then there's no like pictures for bad endings. But I got all the bad endings. There was only 6. I'm pretty sure I got them all, so. Alright, well, I guess that's it for this game. It's kind of a quick game, though. So, let's see. Do we want to play a different game while we're sitting here? We could do Return the Ash again.